let's talk about Chargeman himself and his powers that we still don't know anything about.
This is
I mean, shouldn't we at first explain what Chargeman Ken is?
Isn't that what we're doing? Because he's nothing but an object.
No, I mean like what the show is, not him.
The show is about a young boy named Ken, who is incredibly fucking bigoted and loves to kill things.
You're not far off. Okay, so fucking, you know what? I got an idea. I'm gonna pull up the official description of Chargeman Ken given to us by Discotech, okay?
okay.
Oh,
And then I'm gonna tell you what the show actually is. Okay, so hold on, come
I
here,
just
Discotech.
told you what it actually is. There isn't exactly a plot.
Yeah, pretty much. Fucking. Come on, Discotech. Don't be letting me down right now. Don't be doing this to me.
Their website could probably use an update.
Yeah. Here we go. Okay, I got this. The show takes place in a futuristic city where science has greatly progressed. A race of aliens called the Geralians invade the Earth to steal its resources, and Ken Izumi must become the superhero Chargeman Ken in order to stop them. Okay, yeah, you can fucking forget all that shit because it, like, almost never comes into play. like, alright.
Here,
So,
I've got the real description for everybody, and Ryan, you can put this in the show notes.
Would you
Like, I
like me to
endorse
read it
this.
aloud in a
Official voice, please.
All right,
in the nice Canadian voice, if you would.
the nice Canadian.
Yeah, you know how your character's always the Canadian in your create a character things.
Apparently, would you prefer that or a cool narrator voice?
Do both at the same time.
That's too hard.
Okay, fine, narrator voice.
Okay. Infamous among anime fans in Japan, this 1974 series
1947.
You know, it looks it.
It
series by
does.
Knack Productions is known for its nonsensical plots, absurdly incompetent animation, and brutal 10-year-old hero. See young Ken Izumi gun down wave after wave of infectual aliens while dealing with ineffectual, whatever. While dealing with misaligned animation cells, repetitive music, and a near total lack of sound effects. The best joke is that none of this was meant as a joke.
The thing
won't
is,
endorse
the
that.
near total lack of sound effects is legit. The first half of the show has 0 sound effects. That is not an exaggeration.
And what few music tracks they have are repeated to the point of nauseum.
Like the show might as well not have sound at all for shit that they put into it. Or rather, don't, anyway. Like, fucking the only sound effect you ever get consistently is when Ken shoots his ray gun.
No, that's not
it.
even consistent. That's a half the time thing.
Like, because even, like, his epic transformation sequence, which always takes up 25% of the episode, there was even a few times where that lacked sound effects.
He's not wrong.
But, like, fucking... So... Let me put this into perspective, I guess. Dororo, which was an anime made in the early 60s, had much better, more fluid, more competent animation than this show made 10 years later. Put that into perspective, okay? So it's not even like it's not even like a thing where we're looking at something that's like from the 70s and going, oh, LOL, look at this shitty animation, it totally doesn't compare to today. Like some people.
Something from the 70s that doesn't compare to anything in the 50s.
Yeah, exactly. Like, dude, like there's reused animation up the and like the thing is, it is incompetent from second one because the opening sequence, it doesn't make any sense animation wise.
Aliens shoot a laser at him. He shoots a
And then
laser at the ground. There's an explosion. He's seen being fine.
And the aliens died, somehow.
When he shot completely in the opposite direction.
If he even shot. Because, like I said, the way they did that scene, it's more implied that they shot at him, but then they blew up somehow. It's fucking weird.
Welcome to Chargeman.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to sum up the story. The story portion of this review, I guess. I wasn't kidding when I said there wasn't one. There's no consistency, there's no continuity. The only constant is just that, oh, darn that Ken, he's beaten us. Oh, Chargeman. That's literally it. It never really advances from there. So really what you have is an incompetent, one-off